BRICS is an acronym that stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These 5 countries are known for their fast-growing economies, large populations, and increasing influence in global affairs. They are often referred to as the emerging markets and are seen as key players in the global economy. The concept of BRICS was first coined by Jim O'Neill, a former Goldman Sachs economist, in a 2001 paper titled Building Better Global Economic BRICS. The term gained popularity after the 4 countries, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, held their first summit in 2009. South Africa was invited to join the group in 2010, turning BRIC into BRICS. BRICS has since become an important platform for these countries to coordinate on various economic and political issues. They hold annual summits, and their leaders also meet at other international forums such as the G20. Economic indicators. BRICS countries account for approximately 40% of the world's population and 25% of its land area. They are also home to some of the world's largest and fastest-growing economies. Here are some key economic indicators for each country. BRICS countries have been increasing their trade relations in recent years. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, trade among BRICS countries increased from $281 billion in 2005 to $917 billion in 2019. China is the largest trading partner for all 4 countries, followed by Russia for Brazil and India, and South Africa for China. BRICS countries have also been working on establishing their own development bank, the New Development Bank, NDB, which was founded in 2014. The bank is meant to fund infrastructure and development projects in BRICS countries and other emerging economies. Let's take a quick look at the key characteristics of each member nation. Brazil, the largest country in South America, is known for its diverse culture and is home to the largest rainforest in the world. Russia, the largest country by land area, is famous for harsh winters, ballets, and iconic architecture. India, the most populous country, is a major producer of textiles, software, and pharmaceuticals, with a rich spiritual and philosophical tradition. China, the second most populous country, is renowned for its ancient civilization and manufacturing prowess. And finally, South Africa is the southernmost country in Africa and has a population of over 60 million. It is known for its diverse cultures, wildlife, and natural beauty. South Africa is also a major producer of gold, diamonds, and platinum. The BRICS countries have collaborated and cooperated on various issues related to trade, investment, and security. Trade. The BRICS countries have worked together to increase trade between their nations. In 2019, the intra-BRICS trade amounted to $125 billion. They have also established the BRICS Trade and Investment Cooperation Framework to promote trade and investment among themselves. Investment. The BRICS countries have also collaborated on investment-related issues. Security. The BRICS countries have cooperated on security-related issues as well. They have held joint military exercises to enhance their military cooperation and combat terrorism. They have also established the BRICS Counterterrorism Working Group to address terrorism-related issues. Multilateralism. The BRICS countries have advocated for multilateralism and a rules-based international order. They have opposed unilateralism and protectionism in trade and have called for reforms in global governance institutions such as the UN and the World Trade Organization. The BRICS group can be compared to other international organizations and alliances in terms of their objectives, composition, and influence. Here are some comparisons between BRICS, G7, and ASEAN. Composition. The G7 consists of 7 of the world's most advanced economies: Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the UK, and the US. ASEAN comprises 10 Southeast Asian nations: Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Influence. The G7 has traditionally been the most influential economic alliance, given the economic strength of its member countries. ASEAN has become increasingly influential in the Southeast Asian region, particularly in promoting economic cooperation and regional integration. The BRICS group's influence has been growing, particularly in the fields of economic and political cooperation, as well as in promoting a more equitable global governance system. The BRICS group has had a significant impact on the global economy and international relations in various ways. Here are some key points to consider. Economic impact. The BRICS group comprises 5 of the world's largest emerging economies, accounting for over 40% of the global population and a significant share of global GDP. The group's growing economic power has enabled them to challenge the dominance of the G7 in international economic forums such as the World Trade Organization, International Monetary Fund, and World Bank. Trade impact. The BRICS group has also increased its trade with other countries, both within and outside the group. For example, China's Belt and Road Initiative has led to increased investment and infrastructure development in many countries. The group's focus on economic cooperation has also resulted in the establishment of the New Development Bank, which provides financing for infrastructure and sustainable development projects in emerging economies. Political impact. The BRICS group has also had a significant impact on international relations. The group has advocated for a more multipolar world order, challenging the dominance of the US and other Western countries in global governance. The group has also called for greater cooperation on issues such as climate change, terrorism, and regional conflicts. Here are 5 guiding questions to wrap up the content on the prospects for BRICS. How might increased cooperation and integration within the BRICS group impact the global economy and international relations? What new partnerships or collaborations could the BRICS group form with other international organizations or regions? What steps can the BRICS group take to address ongoing challenges such as economic inequality and political instability? How might the geopolitical landscape shift in the coming years, and what impact could this have on the BRICS group? What role do you think the BRICS group will play in shaping the future of global governance and economic development? And to close the video, thank you for joining us in exploring the prospects for BRICS. If you found this video informative, please consider giving it a like and sharing it with your friends and colleagues. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.